Okay. Okay, so this says find the mode. The mode means most often. So we have numbers 72, 76, 82, 87, 95, 98, 98, and 100. So what happens the most is this 98. And there's our answer right here, 98. Okay, this problem just says, what is the mean? It wants the average, and we have 8 different lengths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with your calculator, just add those numbers up and divide by 8, and you'll get 3.9. Okay, this problem, it's a box of whisker plots, shows the monthly car sales for a year for 2 sales representatives. Which sales representative sold the most car in 1 month, and how many cars was that? Well, it looks to me like sales rep B sold 27 cars. That's right here. That's the most in 1 month. Right there. That's it for that one. Okay, this says tell whether the data table shows a positive, negative, or no relationship. Well, you can clearly see that this is going up like this, which is a positive slope, which means it's a positive relationship. This one again says tell whether the data table shows a positive, negative, or no relationship. Well, you can clearly see there's no relationship at all between these data points. So that could be age of people versus the color of their eyes. Who knows? It could be anything, but there's no relationship. Okay, another one of the same type questions, positive, negative, or no relationship. And you can see this trend is going down. So we just have to go back to when we're thinking about slope. This is a negative slope, and this could be the amount of people that visit the beach as the weather goes down. So it is a negative relationship. Okay, this one doesn't give us a graph, it gives us a table and wants to know what the relationship is. And as you see, as this number goes up here, so does this number. So if we were to graph that, it might look something like this. So it also has a positive relationship because it has a positive slope. Excuse me. Okay, so this one says, why is this data display misleading? If we were just to look at this randomly, we'd go, wow, look how big this is here, this Saturday thing, but look how small this Wednesday thing is. But there's a break right here in the frequency part on the y-axis. So that went from 0 to 80 almost instantly. So this piece from 80 to 130 is much larger than this 0 to 80. So it can be very misleading. So we have to be careful with that. Okay, why is this data display misleading? Well, we have 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, and 16 to 25. The intervals are not the same size, so it's very misleading and very hard to interpret. Okay, this problem, it gives us a graph. It says it's a scatter plot. Shows hours worked and earnings. About how many hours must the server work to earn $40? So what we want to do is look across to this $40 point right in there, and then just come down about there. So it looks to me about 2.5 hours, 2.5. And yep, there's the answer, 2.5 hours. Okay, this problem, when I was taking a screenshot, I got some of this in the way, but it shouldn't be a problem. You should be able to get this out of it anyway. It says the scatter plot shows the relationship between the height of a basketball player and the average rebounds per game. What relationship does the data show? Well, it should tell you that the taller the basketball player, the more rebounds he gets. Okay, this problem, probably the hardest one on here, although it's really not that hard. It says the table shows the number of pages in 10 books on a bookstore employee's favorite list. Identify the outlier. So the outlier, remember, is something that falls way beyond the norm of the other answers, either very low or very, very high. So in this case, the outlier is 840. Everything else is between 200 and 400, but this 840. So what we want to do to figure out this is to eliminate the outlier, which we're going to do here. So I'll just pretend that doesn't exist. So then you put everything in order again, from smallest to largest. And figure out the pages. And then that's all you're going to have to do. So number of pages in a book, just add all these up. Actually, that was the next question. So we're not going to eliminate that outlier in this one. Not yet. I'm actually going to pause that because that was, I got jumped ahead. Actually, all they wanted us doing that is identify the amount of pages, which was 840. So that's all we had to do in that problem. 840 pages. Okay, so this is the one I was trying to jump ahead to. It wanted us to identify the outlier and figure out what the median was without the outlier. So we eliminate this 840. Then all we do is put all these other numbers in order and find the number right in the middle. Oh, and again, that's another, I keep jumping ahead. This says with the outlier. So we're going to leave that 840 in there. The next problem is going to be the same thing, but without the outlier. So in this one, you're just going to figure out, put these all in order from smallest to largest, and then you'll find the one in the middle and take the difference between those two. Okay, so here's the one without the outlier. It says without the outlier. So then you simply get rid of this. And then it wants to know what the upper quartile is. So you put these in order again. You've got to put them all in order from smallest to largest. You're going to find the upper quartile and find the median of that upper quartile. And that's where you'll come up with 400.